such fun. It's so hard, but they're just almost stalling at times. Welcome everybody to this birds in flight photography video, and I've come here this evening because there's a very specific picture that I want to get. I've been photographing common terns locally for a long time and I've got some lovely flight shots, but there's just that one shot that continues to elude me, and that is the diving shot. So that is the picture that I really want to get this evening. I can hear the terns. You hear them? Wow. They are so noisy. Today there's a lot of sand martins. And with that strong wind on my back, it's really slowing them down. I'm actually getting some opportunities for flight shots that I'd never usually get. That's one of the bonuses of having a very strong wind if it's in the right direction. Oh my word, this is such fun. It's so hard, but I'm getting way more opportunities than I usually would, and it's just down to the wind. It's not my technique suddenly got any better. In fact, I think it's got worse. Yeah, I'm getting the camera on them, and then sometimes when I'd you lose it because they just move so fast, they're just suddenly slowing down again because of that wind, and my camera's still on them and they're just almost stalling at times, and I'm kind of a bit scared to look on the back of the camera because yeah, I think I've got some reasonable ones in shot, but you never really know till you check. I'm happy getting these birds in focus or even in the frame, but here you can see just how small in the frame they actually are. Whilst the lens, like a 300mm, is nice for hand holding, a lot of the time it's just simply not enough reach. I've cropped my images down quite a lot here, but if I crop any further, I'm just going to lose too much quality. These are never going to win any awards, but it's nice to actually see a bit of detail in these birds. Ugh, my hair's just bugging me, so I feel better now. Oh, it's just such fun with these sand martins, and you can see the light striking them, and that warm evening sunlight just striking them beautifully. Birds flying into strong winds are really slowed down. This makes them easier to track, and because they're not moving as fast, we don't have to use the fastest of shutter speeds. Here both the wind and the sun are on my back. In such fluid conditions, I mostly use auto ISO, often with manual exposure. I'm using the large zone AF horizontal setting on my Canon R6 with subject tracking set to animals, and today I'm using electronic shutter. Wind and cloud often go hand in hand. As those clouds move across the sky, you'll often find changing backgrounds for your photos. I really enjoy darker clouds as my backdrop for birds in flight, and as the sun gets lower, it can really light up those clouds, giving beautiful colour and texture. These images, I feel, somehow just have more energy to them than a standard blue sky backdrop. A big lens is not always an advantage, as the clouds will then be more of an out of focus blur. A smaller lens with a wider field of view, such as this 300mm, will help to show more variation and texture in that cloud. It's also a useful tool for capturing groups of birds and larger flocks. So please don't be disheartened if you don't have a huge telephoto lens. Good bird photos are there to be had. Use what you've got and use the surroundings, in this case the sky. I get a fantastic flyby from one of the common terns, this one carrying a fish, and I absolutely love the combination of the evening sunlight and the background cloud. I'm using the clouds as an integral part of my photo and composing to get the amount of cloud that I want and the colour combination that I find most pleasing. I have never seen a lapwing as approachable as this. It just doesn't seem to have any fear of humans. Absolutely beautiful. Well, the truth is I've been here probably about 2 hours. I haven't even seen one dive yet, which is quite surprising because last time I came here in the evening I saw quite a few. Never got the pictures, but I did have quite a few dives from those common terns. Maybe the feeding habits have just changed, maybe they're feeding in a different area for some reason at the moment. But that's the thing with wildlife photography, bird photography, you know, you can't have it to queue on order. It just doesn't work like that. So what I'm going to do is put a few pictures on the screen of previous attempts that I've made at these shots. But I'm still going to stay positive because I've still got like a good maybe 45 minutes or so, I reckon, of sun. So we'll stick it out till sunset. As the sun begins to drop, I start to get some colour reflecting in the water in between those choppy waves. Here I'm looking towards the sun and I'm getting some beautiful light on this mute swan. I move a little to the left, allowing me to shoot even more towards that sun, but not so much that I end up getting too much flare. I'm now able to get even more of that beautiful warm glow. So no dives at all this evening from those common terns, unfortunately, but I did have quite a few birds in flight to go out this evening. Those oyster catchers were fantastic, a couple of different gulls, and also the sand martins were great fun. I think I maybe got a couple of decent shots of the sand martins. I'll see you next time.